Major Mohommed Ali Shah is joining me on the broadcast. Very good morning, Major Shah. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has come out and said that North Korea was increasing instability after a series of weapon test launches that it undertook. What do you have to say on this?
I think Mr. Antony Blinken is right. I mean, the Secretary of State is right, absolutely, because the fourth test that North Korea is doing, and so far they are not a global threat, but they are heading in that direction. And in fact, the North Korean leader, Pyongyang, says that the weapons are needed for self-defense. And they've also accused the US and South Korea of double standards. But, well, that is not the case. I mean, any nation which, it is a suspicious activity. 4 test fires in 1 month, it is not normal. It is rather abnormal. And so, yes, but they are well within their rights to test fire, but they are going slightly over the top over here. And they must curb and control the ways that they are. They're only trying to flex their muscles, or they're trying to show the world that, you know, what equipment, what weaponry they have and what they are capable of doing, and they're capable of mass destruction. So, North Korea should be careful not to see to the emotions and the sentiment of the world that no one should perceive them as a global threat, which they already are coming in the radar. So, those are my thoughts that, yes, I think this Antony Blinken is absolutely correct when they point out this unusual activity by North Korea, in fact.
Well, Major Shah, United States, Britain and France have also called a Security Council meeting on North Korea that is set to take place on Friday as per reports. What do you think would come out of this meeting?
Oh, well, North Korea certainly has no intentions of slowing down. I would not be surprised if they go on for a 5th test fire and then furthermore. And now what can come out of this meeting? Yes, we can expect at least it's a start. At least a small spark can ignite and something could come out of it. If they do not have this meeting, then nothing will come out of it. But if they go ahead and discuss these issues, then yes, there is a probability of at least having a hope somewhere. And a hope makes everyone live, in fact, for that matter.
Well, of course, we also have reported that North Korea conducted a second known missile test in a week, and the aircraft missile had a remarkable combat performance. This is what the Korean Central News Agency had come out and said. What do you think about this?
See, as I said earlier, that North Korea has no intention of slowing down, and US is not just raising alarm bells. It is always better to tread cautiously and carefully. And of course, it is a matter of concern, not only to the US, but the entire world. In fact, when North Korea does this unusual activity, it is certainly something which is to be curbed and to be kept under check.
Major Shah, we know that, South Korea, Japan and the United States typically reveal when a North Korean missile test take place soon after they are carried out, but they did not report the recent missile test incidents, suggesting it may not be considered as a significant weapon test. But now when we said that Antony Blinken had somehow warned the increasing instability and insecurity, what do you think North Korea is trying to prove here?
See, the North Korean leader, Mr. Kim Jong, in fact, he said that they will continue doing their tests, and in fact, on the other hand, he has accused the US of touting diplomatic engagement. But it's no more than a pretty trick for them. The North Korea will China is they are experts at psychological warfare. So North Korea also is going to go the same lines, in fact, as China, and they are going to ultimately, they even said that they were open to talks with South Korea, provided they meet up with their terms and conditions. So let's wait and see what exactly. One can always tell North Korea to curb down their things if they have no intentions. But if you do not tell them, they certainly will not slow down. They will continue with their 5th and 6th. I will not be surprised if they go on. But the point remains, after conducting so many tests, would they be in a position to use this weaponry with them? I really do not think so. I have my doubts, but at the same time, one should never consider the adversities weak. And so, as I mentioned earlier, they have to be kept under check, under strict observation for that matter.
All right, thank you, Major Shah, for joining us on the broadcast and talking about North Korea and its missile.